All right, welcome back, everyone. Yeah, so it's New Mutator here, and what I'm doing is I'm reviewing a handful of films from the Free for All League that just concluded earlier this month. And so this game was played, I believe, in October, late October. And the map is called An Axe to Grind. It's adapted kind of from the Seventh God, which is a pretty popular plugin slash mod that was developed for Mid-2 Soulblighter. But anyway, this is going to utilize just standard Bungie units, as they are called, as Bungie was the original developer of this game. And so this is another 4-start game, and there's something weird going on. Castle doors will close at 3 minutes remaining, so I'm guessing that there's some script involved where these doors kind of drop down and are lowered, and anybody that is left outside of this fort, when that happens, they're going to be basically prevented from contesting this flag. So all four of these teams are probably going to be heading into this castle to try to, so that's like objective one, and then objective two is to, win the game by being the last man on the hill, as it's called. So yeah, let's take a look at our four teams here. Each of these teams basically trading for their own unique unit combination here. 3 players on each team, it looks like. And I believe one of these teams is comprised entirely of people who randomed on a team. I think it's this team here. All the other teams were formed prior to the start of the game. So this is Kalat, Crab People, and Scratch, and they're going to be on Team Kalat. I guess that's how you pronounce it, Kalat. I don't know. That's how I'm pronouncing it. We have Kremisi, of course, on his own team with Rat King. If you remember, Rat King and Kremisi, I think we're on the same team in Ozma's tournament, if I'm not mistaken, and Corvus is going to be joining them for this game as well. So we've covered these two teams on the east. On the west, we have Milkman with Rower and Cookie on his team, and then also in the northwest, we have Team Maximus with Spot and Zune on board as well.
5 minutes remaining.
So let's take a look at some of these strategies. Oh, and I did want to say before we get too involved that Donsky, I believe, recommended that I cast some a free-for-all tournament or finals or something from last year. So I might end up taking a look at those, and if so, you'll be able to see them also. And there are a couple other games that I might also take a look at. So thanks to everyone recommending some games for me to watch and to cast for y'all. Anyway, I hope you enjoy whatever the future holds, as well as what you're watching right now. So taking a look, we have yeah, too bad this is the furthest I can zoom out, because these castle walls are pretty high up. Okay, let's get rid of this. We already have a something happening here. It looks like a goal ended up being taken out, a couple of goals maybe. And so it appears as if Kremisi is going to TikTok Kukuru. Team TikTok Kukuru is driving back Kalat here. And already we have Milkman getting up on the ramparts. There are some issues with being able to fire over walls like this in Myth. So, it's not always as easy as it seems. Although here we already have, that was a control click trying to prevent this army from moving in any further. Nice shot there from Milkman, taking out those Stygian Knights. And I think Team Maximus is already inside the fort. It is only Kalat and TikTok Kukuru. Is that what it is? TikTok Kukuru. Oh, looks like they got locked out there. That's too bad. So that's going to limit their chances of being able to to be effective in this game. And it looks like some other units from from Kalat unable to get inside either. Although some units were able to get inside, but they're not going to be able to do much. And what is going on? Milkman saying, didn't mean to do that. Well, I didn't quite catch what you did. Probably a little bit of friendly fire, though. Nice shot, taken out. Nope. That archer is able to get out, evacuate before being blown to bits. So just shows you a little bit of the randomness with the physics here in Myth. Although it seems as if Team Maximus is basically owning this game. Although somebody's taking damage. Here we go. I can't tell where they're taking damage from. Oh, here we are. Okay, so Crab People was able to get into the fort and take out a couple of Zun's archers who, you know, against his orders tried to engage that and wasn't able to do so successfully. We do have Kalat as well as Rat King. They're going to be dancing around on this flag. Rat King is going to own the flag for now, but there is over a minute remaining on the time. Spot wondering, do the gates open again? I don't think so. I think you're locked out for good.
Flag captured.
So what's in here is what you have to work with. Rat King's going to try to put some pressure on, but I think that's probably not going to work. He's going to try to hide behind these bushes. Spots him and is probably going to run him away. Looks as if Cookie, whoever that might be, it could be an alias for somebody, is basically owning the hill at this point with some Stygian Knights, which could work to his advantage were it not for the presence of dwarves on the battlefield. In particular, Spot's dwarf is going to have to push off those Stygian Knights. And it appears that Kalat is sending a Puskull, but he does take a little bit of damage. Nice Pus there. I mean, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it does on a clumped group like that. Even if you don't do a lot of damage, you still do enough damage to make it worth it. That dwarf's gonna be taken out. Nice Pus fire arrow combination from Milkman. Luckily, though, his satchels were dropped already before he ran in here, so that it didn't cause a secondary explosion, taking out all of his defending melee forces. It is going to be contested at this point. The game is over, and so we go to sudden death. There is another dwarf on the battlefield with Rower in control of it. There are some archer battles going on, but it appears that Milkman's team has the clear advantage with the ranged units at this point. Although Team Maximus has the dwarf on the battlefield. He does dud there, so that's going to decrease his effectiveness. That dwarf goes down, but there is still another dwarf on Milkman's team. It appears like Kalat might engage, but he is going to back out. He's going to be chased away by Spot. And did I say clear advantage? I mean, it's not that clear. There's 3 archers to the 1, but if you have one person micromanaging that archer, and here's another archer over here, but he's shooting at the goal, I think. Yeah, if you have somebody micromanaging well enough. Oh, there was 4 archers. Okay, well, maybe not. It's kind of difficult to do. It appears that I'd say the advantage lies with Spot at this point, but it's hard to say because there's the presence of this dwarf. If he connects, there he goes. Nice shot there, and these warriors are going to be picked apart by the archers. Oh no!
Flag captured.
Team Maximus pusses that dwarf, but oh, at the last second, not able to take him down. Nice save there by Milkman's archers. Spot is going to heal up and attempt to drive Rower back. And Cookie has a couple of Stygian Knights remaining. He's going to keep that flag contested. Crab People has another remaining force, and it looks like Rat King has a solitary Stygian Knight to attempt a contestation with. Maybe swoop in for a win, but I think his chances
Flag
are
captured.
pretty
Flag
pretty
contested.
small. Milkman trying to control click with that dwarf, deal some damage, as much damage as possible, but everyone's kind of trying to stay just out of range from that dwarf, trying not to deal very much damage. Oh, looks like Maximus sending in an assassin, but he is going to be taken out before any damage can be dealt to that dwarf. Spot going in, trying to take out some of these ranged units, because they're going to present him the most difficulty since he is all warriors. He does manage to snipe that dwarf. In the meantime, we have Crab People on the flag.
Flag
And
captured. Flag
Team Maximus
contested.
does contest. So Cookie is going to try to drive back Spot and save Milkman's archer, but I don't know, there's only so much he can do. Team Maximus going to try to keep this flag away from Crab People, but I don't know.
Flag contested.
I don't know if what's going to happen, because
Flag contested.
Rat King still has that Stygian Knight, and he's keeping that flag contested. It's pretty even wear, I think, in all four teams. So we got Cookie taking out a warrior, trading basically a Stygian Knight for a warrior. I don't know if that was what he wanted to do. Crab People has a pretty sizable force. Spot still has a pretty sizable force. And that sounded like a warrior going down. So it looks like somebody left on Maximus, Team Maximus. Spot has pretty much their units, although Maximus has this goal. He's going to run around, try to pick up some stuff on the ground, maybe to throw it for deal some damage, but also to keep that flag contested. So these units here working together. We have Crab People on Team Kalat here, trying to win it for the random team. Then we have a single Stygian Knight for the other two teams that remain. All the other units are outside the gate. It looks like here is an engagement, and it looks like Spot might be able to take this. He does indeed. There is a heal left on this journeyman. Is he going to heal up that veteran warrior? He does. So I do believe that Team Maximus is poised to take this game. It is their game to lose as they chase away Cookie and Rat King with their Stygian Knights. Cookie basically sacrificing his Stygian Knight. That force can
Flag
just chase him
captured.
down with the speed on that goal.
Team eliminated.
Rat King going to be
Flag
focused down by
contested.
this veteran warrior. And I think that's going to be it. Team Maximus handily taking the win here. Everyone else locked out.
Game
Casual
over.
observers. Pretty good game there. Went down to the wire. Spot, I believe, instrumental in taking that win. Let's take a look at some of the players involved. Scratch could have done a lot better. Negative 27 damage. Not really what you want to see. I think he was one of the players locked out of the gates before after the gates closed. So yeah, Spot 14 kills, 102 damage. That's gonna be more than Team Kalat, all three players combined. Crab People doing the best on that team. Milkman actually did fairly well, 13 kills and 99 damage for him. And Kramisi's team, as you can see, they struggled that game also. So yeah, I'd say that was a pretty great game with everything coming down to the wire here in the middle. Thanks again for joining me, and we'll see if we'll see what the future has in store. Hopefully, we have some more games, some more good games coming up for you. So, yes, thanks again, and we'll see you next time.